Hello everybody. See if you can hear the rain hitting on top of the car. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I guess you can tell my favorite place to vlog is in my automobile. It's kind of a makeshift studio. You can have halfway decent acoustics while having some privacy doing a video. You can tell by the title of this video what I'm going to be talking about. And first of all, I would like to say that I do not, well, I think I have a solution. But the subject is so complex, I don't understand it. But I know how to solve it. And this is the way it could be solved. If you got all the people together in Washington, all the politicians, and that's who we'll have to get together because they were elected by the American people, and they're there to serve, both Republican, Democrat, and a few independents. And also some of the brilliant people who are hired to do whatever they do would get together with everybody in a big room. And before they walked in the room, they would have to take an oath that what they were going to do is to go in that room and solve the problem of health care in the United States. We do have some problems, but it will never be solved politically. And the reason it'll never be solved politically, because there's always going to be a group of people who are dissatisfied, and rightly so. Because if you do it politically, and, you know, I mean, I might as well be telling mother-goose stories because that's about how far this is going to go. But anyway, I'm going to give you my opinion. To solve this problem, people are going to have to leave their likes and dislikes at the door when they go in. And how could that occur? Well, I don't know all of the different things that confront different groups, but each group has its likes and dislikes. And you can never solve the problem if one group is not willing to give up some of their benefits to benefit someone else. So that takes us back to politics. If the politicians are trying to solve the problem as politicians, it will never be solved. Because, and like I say, I don't know, I mean, I'm not speaking Democrat, Republican, Independent, or anything like that. But any politician who is there, unless he had enough money to finance his own campaign, is there because someone donated money to this individual. And if he goes into the debate thinking, well, you know, we really need to make some changes, but if we make these changes, I've got to look out for these guys. As soon as you think that way, then you can't solve the problem. Because, and I'm thinking that this thing is so complex, regardless of the bill that comes out of Washington. You know, you hear people say, well, you need to read it before you vote on it. Eventually, if they vote on a bill that they haven't read and it becomes law, then you'll be able to read it because it'll be available. And when people start dissecting the bill after it becomes a law, then that's going to cause another problem. And it seems to me like it's like trying to invent perpetual motion. It reminds me of a guy who has 5 houses, excuse me, and 5 wells of water. And you need for each house to get a certain amount of water from each well, but you can't let the lines cross each other. You try that sometime. You take 5 houses and 5 wells, and you draw lines like a water line in all 5 houses, getting water from all 5 wells, and the lines can never cross. There's one way to do that, but and I'm going to tell you how it is, but you can't use this method. You can't say, well, the houses are located on the earth, so why not run the water line completely around the earth, and then that way you could do it. But you've got to keep it within the acreage where the houses are. I know this is sounding crazy, but I know that I am correct in saying that this problem is not going to be solved to the satisfaction of a group of people, because it's impossible unless everybody gets together and says, okay, we have a problem, let's solve it, and let's do it in a way that we will all sacrifice equally. But I tell you what, folks, that ain't going to happen. Well, that's my take on it. Have a good day. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening. Make sure you draw those water lines and try to go to all 5 houses. It's impossible. You can't do it, so don't even try.